What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling review. A lot of big things happen on the show tonight. Kicking off with Kurt Angle, as pretty much tomorrow's the 4th of July. He pretty much said a lot of changes going to be happening around here, and he's here to take charge and change everything in TNA. And he pulled out everything that was going to be matches that were going to be on for the night. Titles were going to be online. Knockouts title, tag title, world heavyweight title, EC3 versus Bully Ray in a tables match. And Angle was pretty much talking to Samoa Joe came out, talking about Angle, that he's lying about what he's going to do to change things, that he's just going to book himself into a title match. And Angle says we're not going to talk about this, and he's dealt with this garbage for years, but you say you want to come kick ass in TNA, but you're half-assed, and you keep failing around here, because TNA is giving you multiple opportunities. And Joe pretty much said, don't compare me to you, because while you want jets and limos, I was fist fighting in the armory down the street, and talking about he was rebuilding professional wrestling, and he is professional wrestling, he says. And Angle said, that's the Samoa Joe I want to see. And pretty much Joe said, be careful what you wish for. I don't know where it's going to go, but since when does Joe now get mad at everybody that comes to an authority figure now that he must go against? It's like you expect something with Joe to turn heel, but it looks like the other person's going to turn heel. The Wolves went against Knux and the Freak versus Jesse and DJZ. The Wolves won, so it wasn't that much to say about it. Bobby Roode was in the back. He was about to fight MVP, but Kenny King jumped him, and Angle says he saw what happened because his shoulder was injured, and they went back to talk to King, and MVP said, you guys gonna fight? You got up next, street fight right now. And Roode came out. He said, you want to fight? Let's fight, he says. He said, we'll go right now. And MVP, he said, why don't we get him right now? And Kurt Angle told MVP to go in the back, as pretty much Bobby Roode and Kenny King brawled throughout the arena, throwing each other off a second floor, I think, at a lower level, and pretty much got back into the ring where pretty much Roode was able to hit the Roode bomb on a chair when the match. Really short for how much happened throughout the brawl. EC3 talking about he's the American icon, hardcore American icon, because he's already beaten Bully Ray. And pretty much when Roode got back in the back, he said Roode said that was what he needed, a fight to get his head back in the game. Austin Aries went to talk to Angle then, talking about he never got his rematch for the X Division title against Sonata, so he had it next week. And it's going to happen, Option C, since Destination X is coming there. You know how you cash in the title, the X Division title to win. So that was going to happen, and Aries said maybe one day we'll have a match and we'll see who's the better professional wrestler. Brittany came out, talked about Madison Rayne, and she called Madison the ring. Madison said, if you want to fight, let's do this. But Brittany said nah, she apologized for what happened, and Madison said she was just only trying to protect and not go the same path she was going to beautiful people, and pretty much they settled it and everything was all good. But pretty much they hugged each other, and Brittany says pretty much says, one another person you learn, part lesson learned, never meet your heroes. And everybody popped when she attacked Madison Rayne and beating the crap out of her, saying heroes disappoint you all the time, and pretty much beat the hell out of Madison Rayne, DDTing her to the ground. Bully Ray talked about over my dead body, now he was coming after Dixie Carter, but EC3 is going to go to the table first. EC3 went into Bully Ray tables match, which the crowd was going for. Bully Ray, like he's about to win, hit a power bomb on Roode, on a power bomb on EC3, but Spud came out and he started beating up Bully Ray until the return of Rhino came. Rhino's music hit. He came out. Everybody was out to gore Spud, but he gored Bully Ray in, and everybody started chanting, "You sold out!" And EC3 put him through the table in. And they were in the back. Rhino says, "I don't have to explain myself to anybody," he says. Bobby Roode, while we're in the back, that EY has lost to Bobby Lashley 3 times. He didn't know if he could do it, if he could beat him, but he was doubting it. But Bully Ray said, Bobby Roode said, you need to do this, you can do it, you can beat him. But Rhino, I'm surprised Rhino was back. Wasn't he back at a tables match? The ending was a little weird, but Rhino was back, so I guess we're bringing more of these ECW guys back in since Tommy Dreamer came back last week. Probably for that House of Hardcore thing. I really want to see those New York tapings. Sam Shaw, they went back to the crazy house of Sam Shaw where he was out now, and Gunner said, how's it feel to be back? And says, we're going to see, you're just going to have to rebuild trust, he says. And Anderson walked there and he says, the good thing, we get this creepy bastard a chance. And pretty much upside. I don't know like he's saying bully Ray, but Gunner said, give him a chance. It's like my friend, he lost his leg in the war, and look how he had to do. As Anderson took him to Chris Hemme, he apologized to what he did, but Gunner said, see, but I don't think Christy Hemme and Mr. Anderson believe his apology. The people were talking to Stifler, pretty much buttering him up to count for them, saying you don't need to be controlled by Earl Hebner, but Kurt Angle stopped that, saying Brian Hebner's going to go into the ring and be the referee instead of Stifler. As Knox told the menagerie, we need these titles, and told Crazy Steve we got to get titles now. He says, you understand that? We got a lot of work to do. Angelina Love then went against Gail Kim for the Knockouts title. The match was pretty much going on good. They kicked out Velvet Sky. It pretty much came into Gail Kim regaining the Knockouts title, becoming a 4-time champion, hitting the Eat Defeat on Angelina Love. I'm surprised she lost the title here. I didn't expect that to happen since Stifler was taken out as referee, but she won the title back. We were talking to Kurt Angle in the back, and he said next week every title is going to be on the line, except for the World Heavyweight title, which will be have a 20-man battle royale. So Bobby Lashley came out there with MVP as Eric Young came out. Bobby Roode's music hit, and pretty much both MVP and Bobby Roode were kicked out. And the match was good, but EY's leg was hurt, his ankle. He tried to hit the power drive after he hit the elbow drop, but Bobby Lashley took him with the Dominator and speared him and still regained the title. It was a good match. Maybe a lot of people say TNA are making a big turn now. Maybe TNA's turning better now. Maybe it's not getting shitty as everybody wants to say it is. Sure, TNA has taken a lot of losses from Sting to AJ Styles and multiple people, but maybe they're going to get better, I'm hoping. I don't know what we expect for TNA to do, but this was a good match, and we're going to have to see what's happening next week. But I really want to see these Impact tapings from New York, which I wish they were live. I want to see the Hardy Boys in actions. Whenever they're going to show it on TV, they need to show it. But here's what's happening tonight. So comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought about tonight's show. So I'm out of here. I had this review today, and see you next week for more TNA. I'm out of here. See you later. Peace.